So many of you already know me. I'm David Kelbert. This is my first foray into taking some of the food that I'm passionate about and sharing it with the whole wide world. And the goals that I have are simple. One, try and get as many people to enjoy beautiful, delicious food as possible. Two, to make sure it's paired with beautiful wines. And three, to make sure that you eat the best quality food and ingredients and things that you're capable of, and that it's always worth trying to do better and do more. So today, I'll just introduce myself briefly. I've worked in a bunch of commercial kitchen, fully certified sommelier. I did the International Sommelier Guild diploma course, took a couple years. You know, my final exam was longer than most people's courses. It was a 2-day final exam. It was pretty intensive, and I'm very proud to call a lot of these incredible sommeliers on the West Coast friends. So we're going to delve into some wine. We're going to delve into some different liqueurs over the course of it. I'm going to teach you what tastes good, what goes right. And today we're going to do some cremant. I'm going to show you how to open bubbles properly. We're going to cook a beautiful kind of Japanese style robata oyster, which is really simple. We're going to start off really easy with a beautiful bed of local mixed greens, and we're going to make up a lovely kind of, we'll make a beautiful little French vinaigrette, a little dressing to go with that. So pretty simple stuff to start with, nothing heavy, it's kind of light, and we'll go from there. And if we're feeling up to it, we might finish off with a little bit of sliced strip loin in just sticking with the Japanese theme and doing a little bit of soy garlic steak sauce, Japanese steak sauce, to go on that with some sprinkled black sesame. So let's start off, and we'll find ourselves some oysters, and we'll go from there. Shucking them is an interesting event. I'm not a professional shucker by any means, but what I tend to do is go in on the side, work my way in, wiggle on in, cut the muscle like so, peel the top, get all the goodness, get a bit of the, make sure you get the scaly shell anywhere that there's any scaly shell, trim it up a bit, and then you're going to want to go ahead and cut the big muscle on the bottom, make sure the whole thing is free so when it comes time to eat it, you're not fighting that muscle. Beautiful. And what we're doing here, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of salt and we're going to sprinkle it on our ice, because this is going to super cool our ice cubes, and it's going to keep our oysters extra cool while we get them ready to go. Yes, I'm making a whistling noise. Don't waste anything. Squeeze the tips out. There's good lemon juice in there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut down the side. And we're going to free up the nice meaty flesh. Don't worry if it's not perfect, doesn't matter. Going in the barbecue. Slice it out. We've got a few pieces left. I'm gonna grab them and we're just gonna make sure there's no pips in there, and we're just gonna give it a good dosing. All right, that is what it looks like. That looks yummy. Now we're gonna get some nice super hot water. We are going to scrub out All right, we're gonna take a beautiful olive oil, take a couple tablespoons, let's say 2 tablespoons, looks about right. Then we're gonna take apple cider vinegar, always good, nice and tart, maybe less than half of the olive oil. Now we're moving on to a beautiful Louis Frere green pepper delicate mustard, which is lovely, and we're just using a dollop. We're getting it in there. I like it. Lid. It's gonna get some salt. Himalayan yummers. In it goes. Might put some lemon, depends how it tastes. Self-waz, makes a nice noise. Taste. Pepper. Smoked peppercorn. Boom. Waz. Taste.
Yummers.
But and more importantly, let's get down to some bubbles. What we have today is a Marie-Pierre Montciot, a Cremant de Bourgogne, traditional method brut, absolutely delicious. So essentially, if it's a Cremant, that means it's not coming from Champagne, which is a region, but essentially this is a Champagne in a traditional method, a lot more affordable, probably closer to the $30 mark instead of the $70, $80 mark here in Canada. Let's get to the interesting stuff. Let's get to our beautiful bottle of Cremant. The beautiful part about any sparkling wine is the requirement for tools of any kind is not required. You don't need anything to open a beautiful bottle of Cremant. And that is the truth. So, what you're going to notice in every bottle of Sparkle is this beautiful little twist. And this is holds the cage on top of the cork. What we're going to do, and this is important, is first off, we don't ever want to pop the cork because we're going to lose an enormous amount of bubbles that are beautifully stored inside this wine. If you want to have your beautiful sparkling wine go flat in a hurry, pop the cork. There's times to pop the cork when you want to make a statement, but 90% of the time we don't want to pop the cork. And the twist on the side of this cage is always going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in its opening. You don't even need to look at it. You just know that it has 6 twists. What I'm doing is I'm keeping my thumb on top of here, and then I'm slipping my finger underneath. And what I'm doing is I'm always controlling the cork. I'm never letting the cork loose so that I can take a chance of flying out. And then what I'm going to do is start slowly twisting it. As I slowly twist and pull, you'll feel it start to go. And then ideally, you will hardly even hear it move. You'll just hear a little hiss. That was too loud, but not a bad effort. It has a good sound to it anyways. So anyways, that's what we're trying to do. The ultimate goal, and I'm sure you'll see me practice this a lot eventually, is to make it sound like a beautiful fart of a French woman. But that's probably just a little bit of garbage nobody needs to know. Black sesame, sweetened mirin, more olive oil, wazzer wazzer, yummers. Taste delicious. Oh yeah, that works. Everything is always better with